right.
Sweet.
Whole Lotta Bogeys, episode 5.
Let me make sure it's recording. Sorry about that.
All right, bringing you Whole Lotta Bogeys, episode 5.
Episode 5. We're ripping
just
it.
going to kind of be talking about what we have planned for the pod, the channel, talking a little bit maybe about the Instagrams.
Personal golf game a little maybe.
About personal golf, what's going on. Just like a quick little update.
I feel like we got a lot of shit. We're doing shit. I feel like we're just, I don't know. That's all we've been doing lately is just fucking doing content and fucking working, creating videos and recording videos, editing videos. So it's been good.
For sure. And planning a lot of videos too, which I think
a lot
is
of shit.
The most exciting, the newest.
Definitely.
Got a lot of ideas, a lot of stuff that we're going to look to bring to you guys. One being, I'm just going to jump right into the tour idea, honestly.
Yeah, that's going to be fucking awesome.
In quotations, because it's obviously not a real tour. But what we would do would be have me, Jared, and then 2 other golfers who you guys will meet compete in 2v2 scrambles for 4 different stops where we would play probably somewhere in southern Pennsylvania, southern New York, western New York, Canada.
I feel like we got a wide variety of different types of golf, different areas we can play in different countries. So
play some links courses, play some really woody courses, maybe even make the trip down to North Carolina and play some ocean courses. Because that's
I was gonna say we were
not out of the realm of possibilities. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, keep going about the tour.
Yeah, no, I mean, other than that would be the format. Would be the first 4 events would be 2v2 scrambles, and then we would do a 5th event, which would be a solo stroke play. 1v1v1v1 against everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, and then like
the final event. Correct?
Yeah, as the final, as the championship. Yep. Maybe play for some kind of trophy, some kind of prize, keep everybody intrigued.
For sure. Yeah, no, we're definitely going to come up with something like that. I want it
for sure.
A big cup or something.
And there's going to be a point system too, similar to like, to be frank with you, I guess a mix of FedEx Cup points and good Cup points. Yeah. But it would really be a little bit more cut and dry. 10 points if you win your 2v2 scramble, 0 points if you don't. You're going to play in year 4. Let's say you theoretically have 0 points at the end and somebody has 40 points. They won all 4 of theirs. They went undefeated. You can still win because if you get first place in the stroke play final, that's 25 points. That's 2.5 tournament wins or tour stop wins that you could have had to have won to get those points. And let's say you get a chip in for 10 points. All right, now you're looking at 35 points. And also, mind you, our points are going to be a little bit different than some other guys you might see online because we're not playing the same level of golf as some of the other guys.
Right. I would say we're more of the...
We're far better.
More of the... What was I going to say? No. The point system, right. It's going to help us. It's going to keep everybody so... Throughout the first 4 events, you could have a massive advantage. But you could come out of the first 4 events with nothing and still have a chance to win on that last stroke play event, which is cool.
Should be sweet.
Keep everybody in it. So yeah, I think the tournament style, like you said, the point style, how we're adding everything up, is a mix of a little bit of everybody. Like you said, a little bit of FedEx, a little bit of good, but we're putting our own twist on it. It's a little more cut and dry. Not as like I don't know. Not saying I found good. It's confusing, but like whatever. Ours is a little more cut and dry.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more cut and dry. You get points if you win. You don't get points if you don't win.
Yeah.
And you might see somebody run away with it, and it's just how it is, and we'll just do more different stops, and we'll try to figure it out. And then, I don't know, there might be some trash talking. There might be some really bad shots, and there might be some really cool good shots, but we'll have to just see what ends up transpiring. But
that's what I can't wait for, is we're going to be able to document all of these, rounds and golf shots, and we can look back. And
it's going to be the best golf content we've brought so far, by far as well. And there's like other ideas that would go along with it where if you're following along and you're watching us play, there'll be side videos and a playlist that you could find that would be like what's in the bag. So like you could see what, just to like drop some of the names of the guys that might be playing in this. You could see what Drew's shooting, what Tanny's shooting, what I'm playing, Jared's playing.
100%.
What we're thinking, what we keep in the bag that has nothing to do with golf.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like we all have different styles of playing golf, whether like how we like approach a hole. So like the different clubs that we carry are indicative of that. And then like different stuff that we carry in our bags. I think everything's different. Those would be sweet videos.
Me and you play completely different styles.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. And like, that's the thing is we'll get to explain that. Everybody will get to see that. And I think that's
we're going to have a filmer. Yeah. We'll have somebody who's not bringing clubs, strictly watching us play and taking the video shots and getting all the camera work done so that we don't have to worry about it as much.
Exactly. We're going to do it right. We're starting to plan all this now. This is
tracers.
Kind of the end of the golf season for us anyway.
You see it's getting a little cold. We're wearing
Right, exactly.
Q-tips and crew necks,
but we're gonna have the whole off season to plan all of this. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna make sure everything's organized, and then we're gonna bring you this tour, and I think it's gonna be the fucking craziest shit we've ever done. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that kind of sums up the tour, I guess, just for now, because you'll get more details on that as it comes.
100%.
And I don't want to talk too much about something that's about 6 months away at this point, 7 months away. Not that it's like anything wrong with that, because that's obviously what we wanted to talk about. But
we'll be building it up. We'll be maybe doing some, dude. I just can't wait.
It's gonna be
I
cool.
think it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, especially now that we're like, I think we have everything set now. Really, like the nuts and bolts of what the tour is gonna be. So we're just gonna have to plan out all the fine details, and it's gonna be fucking awesome.
It's gonna be sweet,
definitely.
Moving on after the tour, I would say, golf wise, we've been really loving this 18 Birdies app. If you haven't checked it out, you gotta check it out.
If you
can follow us actually on 18 Birdies. We should probably have a whole lot of Bogeys 18 Birdies account.
And it can be like, I bet you it's so cool. Like, this app is so cool. I bet you we could have like all of our scores under one account or something like that. You know what I mean? Where people can follow us and whatnot. Because if you're a golfer and you don't have 18 Birdies, you should really
check it out.
You should get it.
It's not an endorsement. No ad money coming in from this. It's just it's going to save you hundreds of dollars. You won't need a rangefinder.
It's better.
You can use it as a digital scorecard. You can throw your buddies on it who have the app as well. It'll show up on their phone when they go home, or if they want to start keeping track themselves midway through the round. I mean,
100%. Like, we started a round yesterday, and my buddy who lives in Long Island commented, "Let's fucking go, boys," because he got a notification that we're playing golf. It's really cool. One time he was playing golf, I got a notification. Joe Patrick started a round. I got to see that he parred the first hole. Another really fucking awesome thing about 18 Birdies is it keeps track of your handicap in an accurate way. So yes, you could probably self-compute it with your scorecards, your pen and your paper, and under your candlelight.
I'm not doing that.
But if you wanted to have an actual accurate handicap, 18 Birdies does it the right way. You know like how to calculate it. It's not hard.
It's just basically look at your last 10. Well, the biggest misconception I think with the handicap is that it's your average. It's not your average. It's not what you're going out there and usually shooting. It's the best possible score you could get.
Yep.
Your best day, what would you get? And the way that they compute that is with a very various other numbers, they take basically the best 10 rounds out of your last 20 and calculate what the best you could possibly shoot is. And it's pretty accurate. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It is pretty accurate when you think, like you said, what is your potential? What could you shoot? Like, because, you come out of a round saying, oh, I could have done this, 3 different strokes. I paid attention for 10% more on that last chip and I don't duff it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I have a lot of shots where I feel like, man, I really could have been here. And that's kind of what your handicap indicates.
Oh.
Go. One other thing I wanted to touch on about 18 Birdies is like you said the rangefinder and everything, but it gives you a map of every course. You know what I mean? It uses satellite. It shows you the map like you're looking at it on Google Maps, and you can point to any line like you'd see in a cart if they had the screen, and it's just perfect. It gives you pretty much the perfect range every time. It's never been like wrong. It never I don't know. And it pretty much has every course on there. There's rarely a time where we go to a course and we can't find it on 18 Birdies. Or it doesn't say, like, are you at this course?
It even has our, like, junior course here that's, like, dog shit. It has that on 18 Birdies, which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
And I say dog shit. It has, like, an orange traffic cone in the middle of the first hole. Like, it's actually, like, it sounds hilarious, but it's actually real.
It's real. It's really real.
Like, that's crazy. Yeah. But that's what you get for $12. But
it's great, though. It's great.
I love it there.
We love it. Shit, I cut you off about something. Were you going to say something?
Just like you were mentioning about like paying like 15% more attention, 10% more attention on that shot. You don't hit it a little short. You don't duff it. You don't hit it long. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing for my golf game this year was the pre-shot routine on tee shots. And having a pre-shot routine on everything from chips to mid-range approach shots to your tee shots, everything I think is going to be crucial for next year and like breaking these records, and not records that we hold ourselves, like PRs and stuff.
A couple course records here and there. Yeah. We can touch on our personal golf game a little bit if you wanted to. I know you kind of like the pre-shot routine, the
I couldn't remember lost my train of thought.
I feel like things like that where now we've been golfing a good amount of times now.
Like you're about to switch your grip.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Which is huge.
Well, because I was hitting my irons better yesterday with it, like for sure.
You were even hitting your iron shots like that.
I know. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, like a little bit. Like some were, some weren't. But like that grip helped me feel where I needed to be like with the club in the top hand. Like it feels like more natural when I do the interlock, like to put the club where it needs to be. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever, but like I don't know, it feels
where it rests in your hand.
Yeah. Like when it's interlocked, it like naturally goes to where it's supposed to be. But when I just do like baseball grip, I feel like I just like go to like how I hold like a baseball bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it'll help me like differentiate baseball between golf, having a different grip.
Oh, 150%.
I was thinking about that too. So I don't know. And then the other thing about like switching your grip is then you start fucking up, and then you're like, why am I even doing this? Because like now I'm playing worse. So I don't know. I'm gonna
do
grapple
it
with it
eventually
for a while. But yeah, maybe some range sessions will do me good.
I don't want to be an overlapper anymore. When we learned out of golf, because little backstory, we both actually took golf lessons at the same time at this golf dome type thing near our house with like a course pro and whatnot. And he would always say, just whatever feels more comfortable, roll with that. And so I always thought the overlap, like 10-finger grip, felt better. And I don't know. Now I just think that I probably should make the change to the interlock for various reasons. But, I mean, a lot of problems with a lot of people's swings comes from your grip and issues with how you're holding the club.
Right.
You can think you can do whatever you want with your shoulders, moving them down, squaring them off, your foot stance, where you're putting the ball. If you're not gripping the club right to start, you can change anything you want in your swing. But the very most fundamental thing, picking the club up, was wrong. So,
yeah.
grip is huge in golf.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like sometimes, like, I don't know. The grip comes down to like even the focus part. Like I feel like if I like I pick up my club and I'm already like thinking about like, okay, I got to grip it like this, I'm more focused on the shot instead of just like picking up like whatever, I'm just gonna hit it. You know what I mean? Because I definitely have shots where I'm like, whatever, I'm just smacking this one. You know? What I mean?
Yeah, just trying to
like,
get one down there.
Yeah. But yeah, it goes back to like, oh, if I just focused a little more on those couple of shots instead of just being like mentally fatigued from the round. You know what I mean? Could have shot that 91 instead of a 94 or something.
I gotta get
like
better
that,
at that. Like just not giving a fuck when I fuck up in golf. Like we'll be like on the way home and I'll just like think about it and I'll be like, remember that one shot on hole 3? Like I'm that guy. I'll say it. I'm that guy to like recall every shot we had and how I could have done it a little bit different because I had one great round, right? So it's like now mentally I think I need to play like that all the time when realistically it's just not possible.
Well, that's the fuck thing about golf though, right? It gives you a little taste of what you can be, like
we
what
were playing
you can
in
do.
18
you know
yesterday,
what I mean? Yeah.
And I had to like look at our roommate and just tell him to be like, I wasn't gonna fucking do it because we didn't finish the round. I didn't get to play the 18th, and it would have been like a record 9-hole score and possibly a record 18 score for me, and it was guaranteed going to be a record 18 score at that course for me.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was pendant on pars and birdies and shit. So like,
Well, would you have to birdie the last?
I had to birdie the last to get all those checked off.
Yeah.
And for me to get just new course record for my personal self, I just had to boat. I actually couldn't not beat it.
There you go.
Even if I maxed out the hole, I couldn't not.
We played a nice course. We played a pretty challenging course.
And that was like, I thought all around, everything felt really good off the tee and on the green and around the green. I almost flopped that one, and that was nuts.
Oh, fuck. You lipped it, right?
Yeah.
Lipped, didn't it?
Oh, no, I wasn't even talking about, there was that one, and then there was the one where right before we crossed the road. And, like, I sent it straight up.
Yeah, it landed right next to the hole.
Yeah, and, like, I just picked it up.
Shit,
like,
dude.
There was, it was, I don't know, it was definitely a solid round, but I just hate leaving any food on the plate. I hate leaving anything on the table.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's like typical golf. Like, everyone has that happen and gets annoyed.
Right. And that's what keeps you coming back, you know? I mean, whatever. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the fuck thing about golf, though, is you can have one really good round, and then it's like you kind of expect, like, whatever. When you hit the green, and when you're playing 9 holes, right, and you hit the green on your second shot on all the par 4s, like you're supposed to. Like you see the guys on TV.
Yeah, like you
hit
hit it, get there in 2.
Then you're expecting to do that. You know what I mean? Your next round, and it just doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
So,
that's not how it works, at least for me.
So here's a topic of conversation. If golf was free, you didn't pay a penny to go ever, how much does your score matter to you? You know what I'm trying to say? Because like when we go out and play Diamond Hawk, or fuck it, Glen Oak, and I shoot poorly, I'm twice as mad as I would be if I shot poorly at Hyde Park or Audubon. And if you can't tell from context clues, I named 2 nice courses and 2 shitty courses. And you see what I'm saying? Like if it was free, like when you get a free round at Audubon, you're not even playing.
Yeah,
you're having fun. So like if you aren't paying, if golf was a free game, you only had to pay for your clubs. And maybe, I don't know, like just like or significantly cheaper. Do you care as much about your score?
Probably
it's probably not as like
okay.
there wouldn't be like personal vendettas against myself, I guess. Like I wouldn't like beat the shit out of myself mentally, but I would definitely like in anything you want to do good. You don't want to suck.
I was gonna say the only reason I'm hesitating on saying I wouldn't care is because I feel like after I take a bad shot, I'm not thinking like I spent so much fucking money on this shit. I think like I just do this shit so much I should be better. You know what I mean?
But like what about like spending a lot of money on a club? Like let's say you spent $300 on your new 3-wood, and like you're duffing it. Is it like I spent $300 fucking on this club versus you don't care when you're duffing your I don't know, just like your old ass like my Callaway X Hot 3-wood. You're not caring as much. You're like it could be the club. Like theoretically it could be the club.
Right, but then you buy the new club and then
now there's no excuse. Yeah, so like does it? So in that sense, I guess having
the equipment, that would,
because it's the easiest thing to pass blame on, other than the course. The hardest thing to put the blame on is yourself. It just couldn't be me.
It couldn't be.
It's got to be the I don't know. Well, okay, how about that? Where do you rank? What top 3 things do you blame before yourself on the golf course?
Because
mine is easy. One,
soft ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say one is the course. Always the course. It's always the course's fault.
Yeah.
It's not my
fault. Soft ground, shitty bunkers.
Okay, bunkers bad.
Yeah, so like the course. We can say the course is one.
Yeah. So course's fault. The bunkers suck. The fairways aren't real. And the rough's too thick.
Yeah. There's some courses that we play that the fairways are just, there's no real indicative line between the fairways.
I'm going to say 2 is equipment for me, because I've been rocking the same irons for like 8 years. So like at this point, like I think I can say like, oh, these irons fucking suck. I've been playing them forever. I didn't even buy them. They were like a hand-me-down from an uncle.
Right. I mean, like, I definitely had that thought when I switched 3-woods, because I hit my 3-wood all the time, and then I switched, and like sometimes I wouldn't hit my new.
Which it was an upgrade.
No,
like,
it was.
Add,
it was
just like to say it wasn't like I lost it and got it like a replacement.
Right. Yeah, it was an upgrade.
It was an upgrade.
But when I switched it, I definitely blamed the new 3-wood a little bit for like some woes with it. But it's just a different club. It's cool now. I like it a lot now. But yeah, I've definitely. So I would agree with you. Equipment number 2. Number 3.
My third's easy. It's lack of food or water. It's I'm not bad at golf. I just didn't eat enough. I didn't drink enough water. Like I said that yesterday at least twice on the first hole.
Really good one.
And miraculously, without eating, I get better by the second. You know what I'm saying? Like not to call. I'll air it out. I'll tell you exactly how it is.
How bad I wanted to cry when I realized there was going to be no food.
No food at the turn. I heard your dad say it, and I just kind of like I hit the cart, and I was like, he's fucking right.
He's right. I was like, he's right. No.
Or about when I hit like a slicey shot, and then I'm like hanging out the side of the cart. And you see me doing that when I was driving, I was just let myself fall right out.
Yeah. Why is it like that though? if you play?
Well, it's because think of the median age of golf course workers. It's like it depends what day you go, but it's either 23 or 40 or 63. It's 23 or 63, and if it's 63, the clubhouse isn't going to be open late. They're closing the course early.
But like, I know, but it was like 5 o'clock, man. That's dinner time. I know, but it is. You're right. They're closing a couple hours. Understood. And it's not like I feel like
I think you should have options. I feel like if we would have went into the
I got a bag of chips inside. But it looked like they had brought like the warmers for like the burgers
to the other house, not like the pro shop, like the other one. I
saw some like mini shit in the pro shop.
Okay, because I saw the one lady who was working the snack stand in the beginning, walking with like a jug of hot dogs back to the thing, but they were like wrapped in tinfoil, like ready to serve. So I was like, oh, maybe we should just follow her for a dog. But food or drink takes my third. For sure.
Yeah.
So just to reiterate,
that was a big factor yesterday.
Yeah. It's course 1, equipment 2.
Yes.
Lack of food or drink as 3.
3, 2.5. So my third definitely, it wasn't a factor yesterday, but definitely like the weather. If it's hot, if it's too hot, like
too
there was
windy.
a round or too windy. Right. Hot, wind,
wet,
rain. Yeah,
it doesn't even have to be rainy. It could have rained yesterday.
Yeah, or like morning dew. I feel like sometimes like if you get there early, there's like a lot. Like the grass is just fog. Anything that has to do with the weather, I think. I don't know. There was a round I played this year or last year or whatever. We were on the first tee box for an 18, and I was already sweating. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that was like July.
Yeah, I'm like this
before
this
peak
is
and
insane.
peak.
We live in Buffalo. Like I don't know. You get to the course and it's 10 a.m. and it's 92 degrees. Beating down at a links course with no trees, no shade, man.
Well,
You're in for a rough one.
How would you describe Buffalo golf? I would say it's spotty at best.
Super spotty as far as the weather goes.
I'd say like just as a whole, when it comes
Super
to
spotty as a
like
whole.
the weather, it's you can have a great summer of golf, or you could have a rainy shit summer of golf.
Yeah.
Course wise, spotty again. You can't trust Google reviews on courses. I don't know if it's like that where you're from, but like a shitty course here will have a higher review or higher rating on Google than a nice course here.
Right.
So you kind of got to ask around.
We do have nice courses, though. We do have a lot. Like
Yeah.
I feel like we have a handful of places that we can pick from to, if we want to play an 18 on a Sunday, schedule it a week ahead of time. We got a handful of courses that are really nice around here.
Does the course you play? Would you say when we're picking out where we're gonna play it, if we're playing 9 or 18, it affects the course?
If we're playing 9 or 18?
Yeah, like where we're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I've never really thought about that.
Like if you wanted to play 18, you would rather play a certain amount of places. As if you rather play 9, you'd rather play like other places.
Yeah.
I would say yes because 18. Well,
I don't know. I just don't know if I've
It
really
also
thought about it
depends,
because
so-
like usually we're like let's play here and we'll fit as much as we can.
yeah.
But
Or like I feel like an 18 is usually on the weekend. We just played an 18 yesterday, but it was circumstance, last nice day of the year, pretty much. 18s are usually on the weekend. I feel like weekend we usually make a plan ahead of time, so we're calling maybe a little earlier for a tee time. Sometimes not, but I don't know. I feel like if we're making an 18, I'd rather play at like a top tier course, not top tier, but for around here, like an upper.
That's what you got to call it, S tier. Like the S tier course of Western New York, because you get stuck in a Hyde Park tier course. And I don't mean to air out Hyde Park, but it's not the worst, it's not the best.
The thing is, I don't mind playing a 18 at a not as nice course because you might be able to shoot low.
Is there like a limit to how low you'll go in a course?
Like quality wise?
Yeah. Like, is there a course where if I say, because I mean, I'll be honest, there is not with me. I'll play anywhere. And is there like a specific place where I'll say like, oh, let's go play here, and you might say like maybe here instead?
I couldn't. No, the only place.
You don't even have to name it. You could just say yes or no to like whether there is places like that.
I mean, if there's like rocks on the fairway, like like you know what I mean, like horrible conditions where it's gonna damage my clubs and seriously impede me from shooting 50% as good as I would.
Okay, there's a question. Does the course? How much does the course affect your score for real? Not how much blame do you put on the course, but how much does the course affect your score? Do you think you could play better having the prime conditions, or maybe the easier layout, shittier conditions?
I think for me personally, easier layout, shittier conditions, because I'm not putting it on the fairway every time.
No, statistically speaking, I think it's the same for me.
Yeah, like I can, whatever. If I'm playing at an S tier course or a D tier course, I'm still hitting the fairway or the rough on the right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is the rough on the right better at a higher tier course? Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe it's harder because it's a harder course.
I feel like I've been doing a bit better about hitting fairways recently.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Because I kind of just figured out the driver. I'm like closing off the stance, dropping the back right foot.
There you go. I like that. Yeah. You've been striping it. I like watching your swing too. It's like very fluid.
Working on tempo.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. Shittier course, but easier course probably would be more beneficial to me.
Yeah.
As far as, I don't know. But I like going to like a nice place. But you pay the premium too. So
there's a certain charm to like the doghouse course though. Like you go to that course where like there's no one's gonna question you if you hit 3 off the tee, like fucking around, or you drink 8 beers.
True.
I don't know, like how many times we've gotten a cart stuck at Hyde, like not us personally, but somebody in our group maybe.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no, 100%. The thing is, yeah, right. You go to a nice course, it's a little more stiffy. People maybe are looking at you a little funny if you're younger, or
if you're with somebody who like might not have like been golfing forever, and like I mean we top them off the tee. I mean it's only likely that somebody else who hasn't been golfing for as long is going to top one off the tee.
Right.
I'd say a big thing too for golf, if you're starting out golf and you're watching this, or even if you've been golfing for a long time, just don't be a dick. Like
yeah,
I don't know, somebody here recently, something crazy to mention. This will be like a sweet short actually.
Yeah.
Somebody here at Delaware Park Golf Course got into an altercation. 2 golfers. I think it was a problem between maybe hitting somebody's ball or going too many times onto the other fairway. Took a iron and 2-handed the guy in the fucking dome. like right in the head.
Christ.
Nuts, dude. People are nuts, and like,
How did I hear about that?
I don't know because that's nuts. That's like local golf news too. I thought that was
I
like
say that's like
crazy,
there.
and it's
That's
it's like a couple
insane,
miles
dude.
down the road.
That's insane.
And when I heard about it too, is it like fucked? I thought it was like if somebody were to say that happened, I would have thought instantly Casanova, South Park.
Yeah.
I would have thought like South Buffalo, or I would have
Yeah.
thought Niagara Falls.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
And it was at Delaware Park, which is sad. That's like North Buffalo.
Yeah,
Like,
that-
what are you guys fucking doing?
Yeah, like, it's not even like a. I don't know, dude. Like, the thing is, everyone you fucking sucks. Like, if you're talking shit
Yeah,
about
just be
golf, you
nice.
fucking suck at golf, too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I don't know.
I hope the dude
Like-
that got clocked in the dome was like being a cock.
Yeah.
I really hope. I really hope he was being awful.
Yeah.
And like he just needs a jury of, and the guy who swung the club, he just needs a jury of his peers or people of
Yeah,
his
exactly.
likeliness, and he'll walk.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's the big thing, though, is don't be a fucking asshole.
just don't
like,
be a dick.
Or, like, especially if you're
We
playing
love the
behind
guy
someone.
who like when we hit onto their fairway and they're like, "Oh, you still hit the fairway." It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we're
you're
like,
the
fuck
man.
yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't like people who give you weird looks on golf courses, or like if you're playing behind someone and they're not as good, give them a hole, dude. Like let them get to the green for one hole. You don't have to do it every time, but if you let them get to the green on one hole before you tee off, there'll be more space. We
You
turn
really
around
look cooler
sometimes-
being the nice guy than being the dick. You just
100%.
do.
Like
No one respects the dick.
right, exactly. Like don't I don't know. Exactly.
Wait, pause.
No one respects the dick.
Pause. Fucking.
I don't know, man. Just be fucking nice because you suck at golf too.
Yeah, remember you're not that great, and if you are great, because I mean somebody is, then
Yeah.
there's A, somebody better than you, and B, you
I
were
feel
them
like-
at one point. If you were that bad when you were 5 years old, good for you for starting when you were 5, but they might have just started.
Yeah.
So
I feel like, I don't know, the majority of the people who are really good at golf, have been golfing a long time, who have seen a bunch of shit on the golf course, are not going to be assholes. Like,
No.
if you're really that good and you've been golfing your whole life and you encounter someone who has been golfing for 2 months, they're not going to be assholes.
the
you know
best
what I mean?
golfer that Chris Cody, he's like a great dude to golf with.
Oh
you
my
were
God.
saying.
He's like the nicest guy I've ever fucking met. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So like, and
Proves
he's
my point.
sweet at golf. So it's
Proves
like you
my
don't
point.
have to be
Anybody-
a dick to be sweet at golf.
Right.
Just be nice.
Right. Most people who really got it like that at golf are not going to be assholes. So if you're being an asshole, or if someone's being an asshole to you, or someone's like saying something from the other fairway, they probably suck. You know what I mean? They've probably been drinking beers all day and suck ass and flubbed their last 4 shots. So
But now if you're dealing with assholes in front of you because they're dropping 3 balls on the fairway when they fuck their shots up, or do then you know what, do what you gotta do, hit over them and let it hang. Assert some dominance if you got
let it hang. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing too, is you got to definitely be considerate on the golf course as well. You don't have to play fast, but play with a little bit of.
And it's like a rule too. Like if you're playing a slow pace, let the people behind you go.
Oh yeah,
go in
and
front.
like it's not like weird. Like some people, like I feel like,
they're scared.
we'll encounter people who like either would want to let us pass, or like we would want to let them pass, and it's just always a weird scenario. Why has it got to be weird?
You know,
We're just trying to make it better for everybody. Let's be real about it. You know what I mean? Like if we're better than you or you're better than us, just like let's flip flop. You know
what
I mean? It's not-
demographic is like the absolute best at letting people pass? 100%. Is dads with like their 8-year-old son
Oh,
playing for the
yeah.
first time. They will
Come on,
they will
guys,
hide
yeah.
in the woods
Yeah.
and let you play the hole
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then come
yeah.
back out
They're
and finish
super
off.
considerate.
So
Super
considerate. Like how
yeah.
many times this year is there like a dad with his son who's like, sons might be miserable, like
Yeah.
hating golf,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
dad's happy he's out there and they're like, he's like, yeah, just play through us, guys.
Or even if like they're halfway down the fairway, like I feel like it happened to us one time where we
At
just see
Beaver.
the guy just go like
and he,
this.
yeah,
and
he
we're-
said come on, and then
Yeah.
they went over into the woods behind the green.
Yeah, that was sweet.
That's the demographic of people we like when we're golfing.
100%. Just chill people. Don't be a fucking
Chill,
dick.
cool, nice dudes.
Yeah, definitely.
Or dudettes, doesn't matter, I
Yeah,
guess.
whatever.
But
Whatever works, man.
all right. I mean, I guess that's probably all we
Yeah.
got for today.
I'm chilling. Yeah, that was sweet. I like that episode. I think we did good. I
Some
think we
golf
hit on a lot of
talk.
things. Yeah, I don't know. Just some fucking some shooting
what's
the shit
going
about
on.
golf. Touched on some future plans. With the future content, we're gonna be doing the tour. And then a little bit about our personal golf games and shit like that. I think it's gonna be cool.
For sure. But thanks for watching a whole lot of Bogeys episode
Sir.
5, and
we're
hopefully
pumping 'em out,
episode
so, yeah.
6 is the first guest.
See you then.
Peace.
Peace out.